So we look at that connect to a computer. The Outlook profile is deleted. There's no when you open Outlook, it's prompting you to set it up.
Okay.
So we said, well, what happened? Well, I think I deleted it. Okay, well, we'll set it back up. It's an Exchange account. Takes 5 seconds to set
Sure.
it up. Set it up. I always anything when I do with email, I always send and receive test messages. So from her account, I send me a message, I reply. I let her verify that's working. I says, is it good? Oh yeah, it's good. Thank you. So she calls back later on. I'm sorry, this is like a day or two later saying, um, my Outlook's not working right. Okay, which part? Because it was working fine the other day. I used to have this toolbar in Outlook, and when y'all redid my profile, y'all didn't put it back on. I said, well, okay. And then she said, and I don't want to be billed. She said this. Clients others say this. I don't want to be billed if you want to fix it. I said, well, one, you're gonna get billed if you want our services
Right.
because when we first got on your computer, there was no Outlook profile. So we did not see any toolbars. We did remove toolbars. We added your account back. And you had already played with it for who knows how long because you said you tried everything you can think of. Now,
Mm-hmm.
what that entails, I don't know. But obviously, you deleted your toolbar. So I'll be happy to reinstall the toolbar if you want us to. I just need to know what toolbar it was. Well, I don't know what it was. I said, okay, so you deleted a toolbar and you don't know what it is and you want us to reinstall it. Yes. I said, well, we can't do that. I'm sorry, because I don't know what it is. But she didn't want to pay for anything either. That
Yeah.
was a real quick story. But in the end, I said, well, what do you want us to do? I need to know what it was to install it. She says, well, I don't know. It's okay. When you if you figure out what it was and you want us to install it, give us a call. So we'll see what
It's
she says.
like the famous you know, I have a friend who's a mechanic, and and he does stuff in Chicago. Left from his home, and people there's an expectation to pay him. With whatever, But it's like if you want me to do something, oh, since you know how to do it, oh, it'll take you a few seconds. No, it doesn't work that way. Drives me
Yep.
nuts.
Oh yeah. Business customers, and they again, we said before, but they always want to associate one thing with the other. So you
Yeah.
fixed my printer, and now I can't send email. When did we fix your printer? Like
Um,
like 6 months ago. Okay, well, how is that going to be affected anyway?
yeah. But for us
Be
in our environment, since they know that updates are deployed on a schedule, everything is like, well, I think since the last update, this doesn't work. Like, no, but
right. Yeah.
but as a client, that's all they know, so that's what they assume. So
Yep. Now another customer. It actually was no work for me, but you can imagine how much work this would have caused. One company called and said they need help changing their IP scheme on the network
so the
because they're
whole
getting a new IP phone system.
so the whole scheme.
Yeah. They said, we're trying to start with the server and we're having trouble changing the server's IP address. So I said, whoa, whoa. I said, what are you doing? Not understanding why you're changing the IP scheme because you're in an IP phone system. She goes, well, I don't know either, but that's what the phone guy told me to do. I said, let me talk to the phone guy. So I'm talking to the phone guy. I said, I need to figure out what's going on. They were under the impression that they had to change the IP scheme. They're trying to change the IP just on the server. I said, I said, what's going on over there? He said, I didn't tell them that. I said, I asked him what their IP scheme was, and I asked him what IP addresses I could use for the phone system. So what this guy heard was change the server's IP address. To what he was changing it to, I don't know. But you can imagine how much work it would have been if he goes around changing IPs
Chaos,
everywhere. Oh my
chaos.
God, it would have been terrible. I had to tell the guy, I said, okay, well, thanks. Let me talk to that guy again. So he said, okay, here you go. The phone guy didn't even know that this guy was trying to do this stuff. I told him, I talked to the phone guy and he did not tell you to change the IP address. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I said, is this the right there? He said, yeah. I said, can you put him on speaker? Let's put me on speaker and we can all talk together. So we got it worked out. And he says, and I'm hearing what he's telling me. I said, no, I asked you what I hear. I said this. No, you said this. And this is going back and forth between them. In the end, of course, we didn't change anything. And I don't know why this guy had the administrator account for the server, but I had to talk to his boss when this was over and say, I don't think he should have the admin password.
Yeah.
I think we need to change it because if he's going to change the server's IP that quickly without understanding what he's doing, it's going to cause problems.
Man,
So,
and he was gun ho. He was ready. He goes,
oh yeah, he was right. I'm gonna do it. This guy can barely use a web browser, but he's going to change the IP just on the server.
yeah, man, dangerous, dangerous.
So my next work order was changing the administrator account and everything that goes with it. So,
Now,
yeah.
did you charge him for this conversation?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good,
Well,
good.
the conversation went along with, and after that, changing the administrator account. But yeah, I mean that's all consulting. I consider it all consulting.
Oh, cool.
So now, one last story. This is pretty funny. But they're all pretty funny to me, actually. I don't get mad at customers. I think most of the
Pretty
stuff's
funny.
pretty funny, uh, because they're all panicking and they're all running around with the chickens with their head cut off, and it's I'm like, what? Why are you doing this? You're
Mhm.
making this very difficult. So a client called me saying their monitor was out. The monitor doesn't work. Okay, what's going on? Well, I can hear the computer turn on, and then I get a bunch of beeps, and the monitor doesn't ever come on. So I know the computer's on, but the monitor's not working.
Okay,
I was like, okay, well, those beeps are beep codes on your computer, meaning something's wrong with your computer,
right.
not the monitor. Oh, so I went out there, and it's a bad motherboard. So I said, well, you got a bad motherboard. We need a new computer. I don't. It's this computer's 5 or 6 years old. I don't recommend fixing this one. I recommend the new one. Okay. She goes, when can I get one? Because I really need to get back to work. I said, well, this is like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I said, I have one in stock for you. I can send you a quote when I get back to the office. Okay, send me a quote. I get back to the office, and this is less than maybe an hour later. I send her the quote, and she calls me. Oh, I had the runner go to Best Buy to pick up a computer because we need one real quick.
But this is
I s-
after the fact that you told him I have one. I just
yeah,
need
answer
to
the quote.
send you a quote.
Answer the quote. Yeah. I said, well, that's not going to work on your network because it's going to have home edition. It's not going to have the professional edition. Oh, I know, but you can just upgrade it, right? Y- y- Yes, I can. I said, but this computer's ready to go. I can
Now,
bring it first thing in the morning.
now for folks that don't know, and I assume you're talking about HP or Windows
No,
7.
this is Windows 7.
And why is it that the home won't? What's the one main point that you don't want
Yeah,
to
the
use
main
home?
thing is you can't join a domain
There you
with
go.
Windows Home Premium. So
That's
they
why.
have a domain, so they have to get Windows 7 Pro or Ultimate, which they shouldn't get. So I told her, here's what I recommend. I recommend you go return that and just get this one. Because if your concern is to get up quickly, this one's completely ready to go. See, when we get computers in that we resell, we do all the Windows updates, everything. So and
Right.
all that's included in the price of the computer. It's all free. We update it all. So when we go, it's all ready. I told her that. I said, if you bring me the one you have, I'm gonna have to charge my time to do all the updates. I've got to do the upgrade to Windows 7 Pro. I've got to do more work on it. It's gonna take longer. So in the end, it's gonna be much more expensive, and it's gonna take me longer to get the computer back to you.
And then
Oh,
also, I'm sorry, man. Also, in addition, buying the HP, I mean, the Windows 7 Pro, a license
yeah.
for it.
Well, the anytime upgrade is I think $90.
Oh, okay.
So an anytime upgrade works very, very quickly. So you buy that, and it just updates, it reboots, and you're done.
Okay.
But I mean, it's more work to do.
Sure.
Plus, I got to remove all the junk programs that come with a Best Buy computer.
Oh, yes.
So I told her, well, she said, well, the runners, we already bought it. We're going to keep it. I said, well, bring me the old one and the new one because I have to copy the data from the old hard drive to the new computer anyway. I was going to do it on site if I brought this computer, but I've got to do more work on that. So just bring it to me. Okay, we'll bring it to you first thing in the morning. Apparently to them, 10:30 is first thing in the morning. So they brought it to me both at 10:30. Um,
Is
and
is that an hour and a half before lunch for most people?
that's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Just checking.
And I think what they meant is first thing in the morning when the runner gets there.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the runner didn't get there till 10 o'clock. I don't know.
Gotcha.
10:30 I got it. She calls it 11. Is it ready yet? Really? Okay. You know he just left, right, with the computers. He just brought.
Oh, like the hard drive's not even warm yet from spinning.
I said, no, it's not ready, and I most likely won't be able to bring it back till tomorrow morning. Oh, why? I said, well, as I explained to you yesterday, I've got to upgrade it to Windows 7 Pro. I got to do all the updates. I got to copy the data back. So that stuff takes a while. I said, or I can come out right now with the one that's already ready. I gave her the option again because that one's already ready to go. It's prepped and ready to go. All I gotta do is copy the data over. I'll take, that won't take long. I can be there after lunch if you want to go that route. Oh no, don't, just hurry up and bring me mine. So that was out there the next morning. So in the end, it took her an extra day to get her computer. And I'm sure, I don't know what she bought that computer for at Best Buy, but after the $90 anytime upgrade and a few hours of labor by me, I'm sure it was more expensive.
Yeah.
And she had to wait. So in their efforts to save money and get things done quickly, it cost them more time and more money. Now, I can understand if I didn't have any in stock. Yes, I have to order one and take 3 or 4 days to come in. If you want to pick one up locally, we can do that route. But we had some in stock, which didn't make any sense.
Some people are just impatient, and I always love when a customer or client tells me this has to be done as soon as possible. It's mission critical. I cannot operate, and then I go deal with the customer, and and where's Bob? Oh, Bob went home.
Yeah,
Bob went home because but the computer is right there. So will Bob be in tomorrow? No.
So the computer's mission critical, but not Bob.
Yeah. In fact, one time in my past gig, I went to a remote office, and my Cubs, my baseball team, were playing spring training in Arizona. And that's where I was. So I got 4 days of work done in 3 days. So the fourth day, I wanted to go catch a spring training, a baseball game. So I'm there just hanging out, and I get my phone is blowing up. This manager calls that this one PC is just not working. He goes, this has to work. We have bids that have to be in and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, can you wait 2 hours? Nope, it has to be done right now. So I was there for all of 10 minutes at this awesome baseball game. So I get in my car, I drive, and I drive back, and I walk in, and there is the secretary. I said, where is so-and-so? Oh, he's gone for a day. What happened to these bids that were mission critical? Man, I don't know. Oh, man, I was vivid. I was pissed off.
See, that's when on your cell phone, you're breaking up. What? I can't. You what?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. One more time.
I can't.
And then just hang up. And then just hang up. Yeah.
Nah, and I don't mind doing the work. I mean, especially when you're on salary, I don't get paid. I don't get paid by the hours. So if I work 8 hours or 10 hours, I don't mind doing the work. But if you're gonna tell me it's mission critical, I'm gonna treat it like it's mission critical. Don't, it just irritates you. So.
Well, that happens constantly. I mean, and you're working in mine too. It's constant. Everything's mission critical. Okay, I can't get on Facebook. This is mission critical because without this, the whole company would fall down. Because I'm supposed to post Facebook updates. Okay, really? Who cares? It's a Facebook update for your business. Nobody cares. So, but everything's mission critical. And like Computer Pro in the chat says, this happens constantly. Somebody brings a computer in, or we have a computer, or even if I'm working on it remotely, they call every half an hour. Is it ready yet? Is it ready yet? Is it ready yet? Even though I tell them, believe me, when it's done, the first thing I'm gonna do is call you and tell you it's done. There won't be any gap. It's like I'm wait 3 hours and then call you. As soon as it's done, you're gonna know about it. And this is a great example. I had 3 notebooks from one company, same company. They brought them at the same time, different problems. Oh, these people all need their computers back right away. 2 of them I fixed. 1 wasn't worth fixing. They said, okay, don't fix that one. We're gonna order a new one for that person, but fix the other 2 quickly. I called them the same day. They're ready. They came and picked them up 2 weeks later. And the guy is funny because the guy who came to pick up the 3 notebooks, his was the one that they said don't fix. And when he saw the note on the computer, it says do not repair. He said, wait, mine's not fixed? I said, was that one yours? Yeah. No, it's not fixed. Told us not to fix it. Who said that? I said, well, this guy. So he waited all his time for his computer. They did not order him a new computer.
Oh man, poor guy, dude.
He comes over